Tutty, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington Huskies, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's out past the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
If you want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator, you pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Charles. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They give it to him again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll return it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect...
He's looking deep. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely...
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
On second down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And it works. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Pick it up. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Spits it out to the back. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll throw one to his right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They go to the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He only needs a sliver of daylight. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll throw it on first down. Might be looking to run. Stands in and takes the hit. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down in the 35.
This is obviously a great play physically by the quarterback, but how about mentally making the right decision? He was keying on the right defender. He saw the body language of that player and knew he had to keep the football and made the decision so quickly. Good football IQ there by the QB.
Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Bust through behind his pad. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the cut of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. He wants to take the top off. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 2 to Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out of the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Huskies want to move quickly.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, it's Charles. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to the single back. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 50, Washington 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Handoff from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On third and short, the power run here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Rebels are on the move. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him in the flat. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out.
And the blitz gets to him just like that. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington wants to go quickly. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of that. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'll go with a direct snap. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time.